I don't know of another service for poor New Yorkers that is as effective as what legal aid does for us in balancing the legal system.
The Legal Aid Society represents the best our profession has to offer, the very best in intelligence and rigor, and above all, a commitment to use whatever skills one has to serve a cause larger than oneself.
It's absolutely vital to have a legal aid society protecting the rights of their clients and fighting for their clients.
Everyone has heard of the Legal Aid Society. It's been a New York City institution since 1876. But did you know that legal aid handles 300,000 cases and legal matters a year? 2 million low-income New Yorkers benefit from legal aid's law reform work. Legal aid has handled more than 14 million cases since 1876. Legal aid has argued 37 cases before the United States Supreme Court, winning 19. The Legal Aid Society is the nation's oldest and largest not-for-profit legal services organization. But it is more than just a law firm for low-income New Yorkers. The Legal Aid Society is an indispensable component of the legal, social, and economic fabric of New York City, passionately advocating for low-income individuals and families across a variety of civil, criminal, and juvenile rights matters, while also fighting for legal reform.
And I find them to be tough, but fair and ethical advocates.
As the gold standard for legal services and public defender organizations throughout the country, the Society has performed this role in the city, state, and federal courts since 1876. It does so by capitalizing on the diverse expertise, experience, and capabilities of 900 of the brightest legal minds.
To them, this is not a job, it is a calling. They are dedicated to the public welfare and to their clients.
These 900 Legal Aid Society lawyers work with 600 social workers, investigators, paralegals, and support and administrative staff. Through a network of borough, neighborhood, and courthouse offices in 25 locations in New York City, the Society provides comprehensive legal services in all 5 boroughs of New York City for clients who cannot afford to pay for private counsel. The Society's legal program operates 3 major practices: civil, criminal, and juvenile rights, and receives volunteer help from law firms and corporate law departments. The Legal Aid Society takes on more cases for more clients than any other legal services organization in the country, and it brings a depth and breadth of perspective that is unmatched in the legal profession. The Legal Aid Society's unique value is an ability to go beyond any one case to create more equitable outcomes for individuals and broader and more powerful systemic change for society as a whole.
The foundation of a just system of justice, a fair system of justice, and indeed the foundation of a system whose legitimacy is accepted by the public at large, is that everybody, and I mean everybody, has representation. Everybody has the right to counsel, the ability to have counsel.
The Society's law reform work benefits some 2 million low-income families and individuals in New York City, and the landmark rulings in many of these cases have a statewide and national impact, literally making the law. Every year, Legal Aid's civil practice helps 100,000 of New York's most vulnerable children and adults receive the basic necessities of life: shelter, food, health care, and subsistence income. It handles more matters annually than any civil legal services program in the nation, and it operates nearly 24 innovative programs to provide comprehensive help to low-income New Yorkers with problems ranging from housing and homelessness to immigration, domestic violence, disability, employment, and health needs. The criminal practice handles more than 240,000 trial and appellate-level cases each year, and is the primary defender in New York City and the largest public defender in the nation. Many client services that are now routine in public defender offices, such as social work intervention, were pioneered by the criminal practice. Legal aid programs that address the special needs of adolescents or the mentally ill and chemically addicted clients reduce rates of incarceration and repeat offenses, saving taxpayers millions of dollars in unnecessary criminal justice system costs. The juvenile rights practice is a national leader in child welfare and juvenile justice advocacy, and it represents more than 34,000 children in parental abuse and neglect and delinquency matters. It was one of the first organizations in the country to represent children in court proceedings, and it pioneered the use of social workers in that representation. Its client services are a model for others across New York State and throughout the country. Because of the expertise and experience of its staff, the Legal Aid Society is often called upon by government officials and the judiciary to assist in matters of great public concern. Every day, the staff of the Legal Aid Society literally changes people's lives.
然后他们告诉那个劳动局，他们说：“你看，我们是给他们工作的机会，他们拒绝了。”
And I was on my last, leg, last hope when I ran into her, and she said, "I'll take on your case."
She is Sumani Lanka, a staff attorney at the Legal Aid Society's foreclosure unit in Queens. She says she has her hands full right now with the recession hitting homeowners as hard as it has.
I will sing the praises of the Legal Aid Society. I will fight the fight, not just for the DA's office to get funding, but for all of you, because we all belong in that courtroom. We are all part of making justice.
Leading this extraordinary staff is Stephen Banks, the attorney-in-chief, who was described by the Daily News as perhaps the city's most legendary legal aid attorney in this generation, and by New York Magazine as one of the most influential New Yorkers.
One of the toughest things that our frontline staff do in all 5 boroughs is have to say no to people, because we have to say no to people we know that we can prevent them from being evicted. We know that we can prevent them from being wrongfully deported when they've been in the country for many years. We know we can prevent them from being denied food stamps, from being denied health care benefits. We know that we can get them free from domestic violence if we could provide legal services. But as the resources are cut, we're unable to provide those services in the cases where we know we can make a difference. Right now, we're only able to help 1 out of every 9 people that come to us, because the numbers have increased so exponentially over the past 2 years, and it'll only get worse.
Making the case for humanity, the Legal Aid Society.